A surprise pregnancy, a traumatic birth, moving across country, over 100-day NICU journey, turning 30, becoming a mom. Now I'm transitioning in my career. My life has completely changed in the last 2 years. And am I crazy for creating a YouTube channel? I don't know. This is my story. Let's dive into it. Welcome to my channel. I'm Alexis and this is my very first BookTube video. I'm doing the BookTube Newbie tag, I think that's what it's called, so that you can get to know me, why I'm here, starting the channel, and what you can expect. So grab something to eat, grab some coffee, tea, and let's hang out. Let's answer some of these questions. So the first question, let me scroll to it, is why did you start this channel? Okay, so I'm gonna try to condense this, but I'm currently in a season of just rediscovering myself in my 30s and as a new mom. And you know, the last 2 years have just been full of a lot of things. A surprise pregnancy, a surprise birth, a NICU journey. I'll link those things like somewhere up here. I won't dive into that whole situation. Turning 30, moving across country for a bit. And now I'm transitioning in my career so I can be more present at home. And that's all happened in like 2 years, like around 2 years, which is insane to even think about. And reading has always been just a part of my life. Like I've been reading recreationally since I was like in middle school. And specifically in this season, it's been very healing and allowing me to reconnect with myself and really explore, I don't know, just different perspectives and others. And I really wanted to just talk about my journey on here. I haven't really seen this specific perspective on BookTube, and I really wanted to create a community where we can talk about real things, real life, and reading and having fun while doing it. So that's why I created this channel. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? As someone who is a working mom in their 30s, and specifically I work in a really demanding industry, production, and I travel a lot, and you know, it's just really demanding. I think that that is a unique perspective that others might connect with and that we can build community off of. I know there are a lot of moms who find themselves trying to figure out balancing, right? Reading and just real life, but also just rediscovering themselves. Like things change after you turn 30, and they don't add being a mom on top of that, like a new mom at that on top of that. It's chaotic. And so I just think that I could bring a fun and unique perspective. I also read diversely, and I want to be challenged to read even more diversely. I think there's always ways to mix it up. And so we can challenge each other to try new things. Like I do not like crying in videos, books, or I just don't like crying in general. So I really don't like crying when I'm reading. So maybe that's something that we can work our way to. Maybe. Okay, so what's the third question? What are you most excited about for this channel or this new channel? Honestly, I'm really excited about community building. Like that has been something that I'm really focused on, and I'm just excited to connect with all of you and learn about one another and have real conversations, and yeah, just like the community of it all. All right, so the fourth question is, why do you love reading? You know, reading has always been an escape of mine. Like, I think I talked about it. I've been reading since I was in middle school, and I've just loved to read, to discover more things about myself, and to learn about others and others' perspectives. I think reading is a really cool way to ask questions that you may not want to ask real people. You know what I mean? Like, you can have some really off the wall questions or things that you're wondering about, and you can explore those things in reading without judgment, right? Because it's you and the book and the author, and that's it. So I've just always loved reading to escape and to learn, and yeah, it's fun. All right, so the fifth question is, what book or series got you into reading? Okay, so I'm about to date myself just a little bit because I can't believe that it's been 20 years since, or 20 plus years since both these series came out. But the first series is Gallagher Girls by Ali Carter. I hope that's right. But I think there's like 5 or 6 books in that series. And when I was in middle school, listen, I ate that series up. You could not tell me that I was going to be a spy. Like, I was going to be a spy. And I really love that series. It was fun. It was exciting. It had a little bit of romance, you know, like teenage romance and stuff like that. And I remember the last book actually came out when I was in maybe a freshman in college-ish, around that time. And I read that book all night. Like, I read it in one sitting. That was the first time I ever did that. And no regrets. No regrets. I love doing that. The other series that really got me into reading, and I think it was more popular than the Gallagher Girls series. I don't really know how popular the Gallagher Girls series was. It was just something I stumbled upon. But the one that was really popular was Twilight. I mean, absolutely loved it. Now, looking back, I don't know if I would love it as much as an adult, but when I was in middle school, and I think, when did the last book come out? I think oh no, it did come out while I was in middle school. Like that whole series, loved it. And at that time, like, it was also the longest books that I had read up until that point, because I wasn't like a Harry Potter book kid, but I was a Harry Potter movie kid. You know what I mean? So love that series, those 2 series. Okay, so the 6th question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? You know, there are a couple of booktubers that are moms, but like, we're not necessarily the same age or in the same age group. So I would love to ask them, like, how do you balance it? Where do you find the balance? And maybe it's because I'm a toddler mom that, like, balance feels a little bit harder. And, you know, when you have teenage kids or adult kids, it's different. I don't know. So I'd love to ask them about, like, what does balance look like? And really just things to, I don't know, look out for, or lessons that they've learned along their booktube journey. So the next question is, when did you start reading? I think I talked about this, but I got started reading when I was like in middle school, and my parents would drop me off at the library and have price books, and I would get lost. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. But my true obsession is kind of a strong word, but whatever. My true obsession with reading actually came when they got me a Nook. And I think Nooks came out before Kindles. I'm pretty sure. Either way, I loved it because I had books at my fingertips and I didn't have to go to the library. You could read in the dark, and I don't know, just the convenience of it all. I became a ebook girl. Like, that was it. Like, there was no more going to the library and stuff, except for like books that hadn't made it to ebook yet. I absolutely loved e-reading. And then when audiobooks came out, oh my gosh, like, yeah. So I've been an ebook and audiobook type of girl since then. I have been recently trying to get back into the physical books, and, you know, I like just reading on your phone. Like, when my daughter's seeing me read on my phone, she doesn't know the difference. Like, she just sees me on my phone. And so I really wanted to pick up physical books, flip the page so that she can see, like, mommy is reading. She's not scrolling on Instagram and stuff like that. Just getting back to those physical books and note taking and things like that. So yeah. All right. The next question is, where do you read? Listen, I read everywhere. I don't care where I'm at. I've read at a concert. I've read at restaurants. I read at home. Listen, I read all the places. But my favorite place to read is like in the bed, cuddled up under a blanket with a big old glass of sweet tea. Love that for me. Okay, so the last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? You know, I read a little bit of everything, you know, except I do not like to cry. So if I know a book is going to make me cry, I'm not reading it. I might buy it to support the author, help their book sales, but baby, I'm not reading that book. I am not crying. I don't like crying. I'm a big mood reader, so it's really dependent on what I'm in the mood for. Like, I like fantasy, romance, Regency. I like memoirs, specifically like women memoirs, or, you know, memoirs about women or whatever, you know what I mean, I like self-help, I like Christian books. Shoot, what else? Did I cover everything? Is that it? I think that's it. I think that is it. If you made it this far, drop a book stack in the comment section. I'd love to just chat it up with you. Love to know who made it to this point. Thank you so much. If you like this video, be sure to hit a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I think that's it. Happy reading, and I'll see you on the next one.